So I started around 265, 275 in June, right? So I would say by November or so, maybe 4 or 5 months later, I had lost 200. I was weighing 230 pounds, maybe 225. So I had lost around like 40 pounds of weight within the 4 or 5 months. What is going on, my YouTube family? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back into another video. Before we get into today's video, I would like to remind you again, guys, that I started a podcast with my friend Alyssa, who's also been suffering from health issues for a very long time. And I'm telling you guys, this is a great podcast. I'm so excited for this project that I'm on. And as you can see in the background, that is my YouTube channel. Right now we have 15 subscribers, but of course we're gonna try to grow in every platform. The name of the podcast is Within the Circle Podcast. I'm gonna put all the links below to our social medias, and also to the YouTube channel, of course. You can find us everywhere. You can find us in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and other little podcasts that we're on. But of course, and also on YouTube for visuals. We're gonna post it on our YouTube channel. What's the main purpose of the podcast? Just to share our stories. So something similar to what I did with my YouTube channel. In some aspects, try to be there for you guys, and while we share our experience of what we go through every single day, it's comforting to have and to know that other people are going through either similar issues or issues that you've gone through yourself. And we are very raw, we are very transparent. We keep it simple and we're honest, right? We're just us doing podcasts. We're not trying to to be famous. We're not trying to do that. We're just trying to reach out to people. We're trying to do it from a good place, a good heart, just like I did with my YouTube channel. And I just wanted to say that out there, and throw it out there for you guys, because man, it's gonna be so fire, it's so dope. So please don't forget to subscribe and follow us on all the social medias. It'll be great. I appreciate the love, and let's get right into the video. So about a month ago or so, I did a live before the end of the year, and I was talking to some of the people that were in there on the chat, and I figured that one of the topics that I haven't talked about my experience is my weight loss after being diagnosed with GERD. That was a really tough time, of course, not just because I was being diagnosed, but also because I started losing a lot of weight. Now, some of it was because I was eating healthier, of course, but also I could see that some of the foods that I was eating was affecting me way too much, and like that fear of eating and the fear of food came into me. And I'm gonna talk to you about the process, right? So for those of you guys that are new, or that if you guys have been for a while, I started suffering with GERD in June 9th, 2016. I can't forget the date because, of course, that's one of the days that my life really changed. If you want to know more about that, obviously, you can go into my YouTube channel and I have everything, all my history on there, all my life is on there. So once I was suffering from GERD, the first couple weeks, I really thought that I was like suffering from what's that called? Gluten, right? I almost forgot. I thought I was gluten intolerant, and I was like, man, like I love bread. In the mornings in our culture, we love to eat. We love to eat a lot of bread, or sandwiches and this and that. So I got really scared, and I started doing a gluten-free diet, and I did that for about a month or two. But I saw that the changes really wasn't, making a difference. So I ruled that out. But because I was eating a lot of gluten-free stuff, then I wasn't implementing a lot of the fat foods that I usually eat, the fried foods. And of course that was good for me, but I wasn't sure as to why I was still suffering from GERD. Now, long story short, it turned out that eventually I was suffering from regurgitation issues, not just acid reflux. So I ended up finding out through endoscopies and through many tests that I have a weak sphincter, and thus having regurgitation problems, which are my main issue. And if you still want to know, that is still my main issue today, unfortunately. We'll see what happens in the future, but as of right now, that's what I'm still suffering from. Now, the beginning weight of when I got sick, right? I was weighing around 265 pounds, 270 pounds. Really bad weight for me. I let myself go a lot. And that, I believe, had a role that played into all these issues that I was suffering eventually, right? Because I really had bad habits. I had habits of eating late at night before going to bed. I'm talking about, an hour before going to bed, eating tacos at night, eating a lot of junk food, not looking out after myself when it comes to food. I was still very active. I played a lot of sports. I played soccer and about 3 to 4 times a week, which is also a lot because I was weighing 265 pounds, 270 pounds, and I played goalie, right? So I was diving left and right for about an hour or so, or maybe 2 hours when I played soccer, and that was 3 to 4 times a day. And that's not, in retrospect, that's not really healthy to do because diving into a ground, especially sometimes when you're landing on your stomach, I think that also had to play a role into my later issues with my health. I can't tell you 100% that that's true, but I mean, if you're 280 pounds and you're diving left or right, it could cause, something, especially if you're not a professional athlete or you're taking care of yourself very constant. It's just very tough to deal with. So my body had to pay it on eventually. So I started around 265, 275 in June, right? So I would say by November or so, maybe 4 or 5 months later, I had lost 200. I was weighing 230 pounds, maybe 225. So I had lost around like 40 pounds of weight within the 4 or 5 months. This was a combination of two things, as I just explained, right? Me getting on healthier diets and me trying out to see what was causing my issues, but also there was certain things that I couldn't eat and my body couldn't really handle when I started suffering from all these issues. And it's very unfortunate because a lot of you guys have mentioned on my YouTube feed that you guys have suffered from a lot of weight loss. And just an FYI, this is not the weight loss that you suffer after surgery. This is pre-surgery. This is just when my symptoms started. And for some reason, it seems to be the case for both times that I lost weight, I guess, being diagnosed and then after surgeries. But after surgeries, it can be for several reasons. We can make a video later on if you're interested. I can make a video about that. But this is pre any surgeries. This is just right when my symptoms started. And you guys tell me something similar, that when you start being diagnosed with GERD, I think it's natural that your body is not being able to take some things very well. So you have to look out after yourself even better. But not just that, you get scared. And that's a part that I feel like maybe you guys can relate to as well. You get scared to try to eat certain foods because of the way your body is handling it. And I want to put some things into perspective, right? And I tell this a lot to a lot of people. When, for example, at the time I started suffering from GERD and stuff, I was 23 years old. And if you put things into perspective, I was eating the same way I've ate for, I would say 15 plus years, right? Since, I was like, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, something like that. So if you're eating 10 plus years, in my case, and you're eating the same way, your habits haven't changed, you still do the same thing, well, eventually it's gonna take a toll on you. And typically your body tells you, it warns you like, hey bro, there's something going on. Because my issue started with acid itself, but eventually ended up, escalating to worse things. And now, of course, I'm basically paying for it. So when it takes that long to get to that breaking point of your body, you have to remember that it's really, really hard for your body to retract that and try to get back on track into what you should have been. So just remind yourself that if it took 10 years to get here, then it might get some time, and it might take some time for you to get even better. Unfortunately, in some cases, when it goes too far, it's not, you can never really gain your life back. And again, that's another topic for another day, because, that can depend on how bad your symptoms are, how different your body is. Also, if you have surgeries or not, which in my case I have. But it's also important to remember that and take that into consideration when it comes to trying to get your life back. Because a lot of us think about, hey, you know, I'm trying to get my life back. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. But in reality, it's going to be a little bit tougher. It's going to take a little bit longer. And your body has to readjust to everything you're doing and everything you've done in the past. So something, I guess, you know, food for thought to share with you guys. After surgeries, though, I have different experience when it comes to weight loss. And I'm going to talk about that in probably my next video, if not in future videos, if you guys want to hear. That actually got even worse. So if I talk about now that I went from 270 to, 265, 270 to like 225, 230, with my after surgeries, when I had the knee that went bad, I think I went down, my weight was like 185, 190. And I looked so skinny, and that was not a healthy weight. Now I fluctuate between 220, 230, and I like that weight for me. But as of right now, I'm going through like a weight loss journey, healthier diet journey, maybe changing a lifestyle type journey. And I just want to look better. I want to look better. I want to look physically better. I want to feel better. And I'm making a long video on that, about 3 months video. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that when it comes out. But right now I'm like 2 weeks in. So hopefully some changes can start happening and looking, you know, even better and feel better in the future. So this is all I have for you guys today. If you guys have any questions or concerns, don't forget to comment. I have social medias as well. And again, don't forget to subscribe to my podcast channel. It's going to be a banger. I'm telling you, it's going to be fire. You guys are going to love it. We're so excited to do it with Alyssa. So, man, we're thinking about changing a lot of lives on this earth. And we're going to use our struggles and our health issues for positive and to change lives in any way and affect them in any way. Because our testimonies can go a very long way, and so can yours. So if you have any questions, again, you can reach out to me. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. But we're gonna get to it, guys. So thank you for the love. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you guys. It's the start of a new year, and if you have any goals, start now. It's never too late, guys. As long as you have breath in your lungs and your heart's still beating and your mind is sound. Listen, you have time to make some changes. Do not give up. Keep fighting. Keep fighting for your family, your friends, for yourself. Don't lose hope. If you're a believer, pray. And even if you're not, I always pray over my YouTube channel and the people that watch my videos. So I'll be praying for you guys. And God is good, man. God is good. All that glory is His. And keep it up, guys. So see you guys on the next one. As always, peace and love, baby.